Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Modelers Most Modelling Shenanigans. You got me, you got bro number 1 and bro number 2. Mr. Molly's not here because he's in Sydney. Afternoon.
Greetings.
Afternoon.
Hi, bro number 2.
Hello, bro number 2.
Right,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
go around and see what people have been up to. Mal, hello.
Hello. Oh, what have I been up to? What an exciting day I've had.
Let
got
me
up. What? Guess what?
You've been for a walk.
I have been, yes, but I went about 6:30. So I went for a walk first. Then I did a bit of exercising, my exercises. Then I then we had breakfast. Then I had a shower, and then a bit later on we went out via the apothecary, and then did some posting for my youngest granddaughter. Her birthday coming up in May. Then we went to the shops to do some grocery shopping. Boring shit. But I was allowed to push the trolley.
Ooh.
Wow.
When I do that, I'm able to, well, I insist on doing it because I'm able to position the food taken off the shelves, dropped in where it's normally just thrown in a trolley, as women do. I position it in the trolley so that when we get to the other end, I can put it on the conveyor belt through the till, because I don't do this single do-it-yourself shit because I ain't paid to do that. I put it on the belt so I can pack it properly, like frozen stuff, meat,
Fruit and veg.
Yeah, so it's all, and I keep telling them on the till, all your stalls are all the wrong way around for getting to the till and unpacking. They still don't get it. And then fueled up, full tanked, necked it. Baffled a woman who was parked, farting about as they do when they come out after paying, getting ready to take off. But the bay in front of her was free, so I drove around there and sort of reversed a little bit, got it in position, and she's giving it this sort of what's going on, don't understand it, which was made my day. Drove home, which is only 8 mile. Watched a bit of TV with a brew, came in here and sat here for 20 minutes waiting to get on. And then, so model wise, this has finally had a wash. 2 or 3 times. So that needs, it's ready for me to give it a bit of matte coating in some areas, like on the markings and the nose and around the cockpit. I just think it'll look better matte. I have actually found more of what the white decals numbers mean. I've discovered that, like, you've got 109 and 110 together. If I can find the pairing of what they look like, the numbers, although they're different, are in sequence.
Right.
Like 7 and 8, or 109 and 110. So that's, so I can probably find all the rest of them. So that might get done sometime in the next few weeks. And the Lysander has received its dark earth coat. Wings and everything.
Cool.
So probably not this afternoon because I'm working on. I spent a lot of yesterday getting the wall and other bits of the bungalow and the wall around the back of the thing in the back garden, that ready for painting. So I've got to do a bit of filling here and there, which I've put off for years. And now we're moving. I'm doing it. And then tomorrow start painting the walls and that. So no modelling this afternoon probably, but then it's the green, the dark green to go on this, and then that'll be ready for markings. So that's about me. No movement on the IAR 81C, although I think it showed the props been done and other bits and pieces have been moved forward on that. So that's sort of almost ready, but not quite. So yeah, doing stuff, not doing stuff, having fun, not doing stuff. That's me.
Cool. Thank you very much, Mel. And moving on to hello, little old lady.
Hello. Well, got up, had breakfast, didn't end up doing what we were supposed to be doing because we had scaffolders in today and they arrived in early, and they did. So we had scaffolders around the back, put scaffolding up so solar panels can be fitted to that side of the house. They only just about went about 11:30. So I've been making booze and hot cold drinks for them because it's quite warm outside. I've not done a lot as such. Modelling wise, I've progressed quite a lot. I've put a gloss coat on that so I can do some weathering, which I'm going to be doing with that to start with.
Nice.
Also, got a base glove on that. So that's the SMS olive drab. I've also got the SCC 15 on that. It says I've got the interior of the paint, so I will be doing that as well. And the top and bottom off of both of them come off as well, so I'll get the tracks started and the wheels done quite quickly, I know. But they're progressing quite nicely. But it's a nice weather. It's hot out there.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what Mal didn't get before we came on it. When you let me in to start with and couldn't hear me because your speakers were shot. He had no top on. Him who's going to be next. Him. Yes, him.
Oh, does that mean you want to go to me?
Yes, him.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's it.
So, there you go. That is what I've been up to this morning. Before I did that, I was in the garden with a pressure washer, sorting out our old swing, which we are donating to our next door neighbours because we've got a new one coming. And then sort of in between that and doing bits and pieces, this is now all together.
Cool.
Right, where are we? Oh, come on. So you've got the bog there with the loo roll. The bog that I lost and I've got to rebuild. You've got all the bunk beds with their lockers in it. In there. And then you got the officer's bunk. And then you've got, come on, I will get this right in a sec. That's the radio man's quarters. So there will be a weather report on there, the pink booklet. And then moving along, you've got part of the sonar man's kit, which will go there. And then this goes on here like so. And will look like that. What I've also done, because I thought, that should be cool, is you can't sit, there you go, in there. I've put a light in the captain's room so you can read at night.
Lovely.
So there we go. That's where I am with that. And it's coming along quite nicely. So that should be finished quite soon. Fingers crossed, I hope.
Quick question for you, Steph.
Go on then, quick
Does
answer.
the radio operators station have an Enigma machine?
It does, but it's put away at the moment. You'll only see the pink weather report because there's no room to have it out. I did think of that and then checked it out, and it's like, well, I've got no room to put it, but I can put, where are we? On top of that little box there. If you can get some light on it. There's a little grey box there. On top of there, I can put the weather report, the little pink booklet that they had. So yeah, that will be done. But yeah, I've got some of this, which is, you know, the tissue that you use for wiping. I've got a load of those that I've dried out, and I'm going to colour it and then make blankets. Because I've got no blankets, I'm going to make blankets, and then I've got to find a material to make some pillows with as well. So yeah, that's what I is working on at the moment. That's the stage I'm at.
Good.
I'm really chuffed with how well it's coming along.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah. A few bits and pieces that I need to touch up because when I put the glue on, a lot of the paint ran and stuff like that. So things like just in there, you can see next to the rails where the paint has come away. Just a little bit brown on there. Either that or just stuff a load of bedding on there just to sort of go over the top. So I just need to put a load of sand wash in all the corners where it gets a bit dusty and crappy, and then dry brush where the walkways are. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, bugger, I forgot to wash it. Right, all those bits are ribbling. I can do a bit. crumbs. Oh, sorry about that. It was all about me then.
Sorry?
Just chuntering.
Oh, shocked.
Mm-hmm.
I just look at a website called Germania Figurine or Figurine. Obviously,
Oh yeah.
I came up on a where was it, on a Facebook page, I think. No, I was looking at scale mates for something, and here's the figures you want. I can't find them on their website, but just looking for through here. There's shed loads of figures.
Cool.
I was just looking to see if they've got any German sailors in 148. They've got some in 1200. Lots of German fighter aces on different bits. Let's have a look. Oh dear. Oh, some nice figures there. Yeah, that will go into the receptacle of links.
Cool. If you can chuck it across, I can have a look, see what I've got.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you, mate.
30 seconds. Oh, they do sci-fi vehicles and all sorts.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh God, what you seen?
Oh no, it's components for buildings. Oh, yeah. It would cost quite a bit. It's all either 3D printed or resin. Same thing. But some nice things there. Oh no. Ooh. Yes, all of it. Ooh. Oh, Steph, do you think James should do the Cargi flat top dive on where he's going to do sunk, so he has a big black hole of a resin pour?
Thing is, no, because you will find no. The reason I say no is because one of my beneficiaries tried that and it failed absolutely miserably. Every time he tried to pour, it broke the model. He had a sub.
Yeah.
It's one of these, actually. It's one of those.
Yeah.
With a Revel Type 7Cs. And he had a couple of them. Every time he tried to pour the resin, it melted the sub.
Yeah.
Every time he specifically said to them, is this compatible with plastic models? And every time they told him, oh, hell yes. And every time it melted. And the final time it melted, he says, right, you're paying for my sub. Oh, no, sorry, we can't do that. What do you mean you can't do that? Well, we didn't say it was compatible with with plastic model kits. Yes, you did, because I asked you on 3 separate occasions as well. 3 separate occasions, you said yes. Well, no, it's not. I know that now. And it's like, oh, come on, folks, for God's sake. So, no, I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
But he's James. They got a big selection of 1/72 figures.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to find the one I want. Ridiculous. Well, I'll come back to it. I've gone down that that rabbit hole.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't know if I can do it that way. Yeah. Never mind. Right. Let's get another go on this.
Jesus Christ, dogs.
Hey, we get that all the time. Leave them alone. They're excited to do something. Hmm.
So, John, these solar panels,
Yes.
are they just power for you, or are you supplying the grid?
But both. We're getting a battery, or one battery to start with. Well, the inverter's capable of doing two, but we are taking it for ourselves and anything extra going back to the grid.
So, right. Is that a government grant
No,
scheme?
no.
So you get paid for whatever goes to the grid?
Yes. And I believe we don't pay. There's a subsidy, a monthly subsidy for the. You normally pay for the electricity company because we're supplying them.
Yeah.
Not that we don't pay that either. So you gain on that.
Yeah. We got our solar panels fitted years ago.
Mm.
But it was when there was like loads of government schemes starting up.
Yes.
And before we moved down here, in fact, and we took on for the company that fitted them, do the maintenance for 25 years, and any power that goes to the grid, any payment for that they get, and any electricity that we use from it is ours. We don't pay for it or anything. So on days like today, we won't be using any paid for electricity.
Mm.
It's all free. It's quite good. I mean,
we're looking to get another car. We're keep the one we've got because of the tow bar and
yeah.
it's capable. We get electrical one.
Oh no, not electricable.
Oh, good lord!
Just plug it in. It's
No,
only for short distances, shortage distance.
Yeah, we'll have to be, won't it?
Well,
no,
we've
we've
got
got hearing coming.
Have you heard the
one.
whatever? Have you heard the latest on them?
Go on then.
Regenerative braking.
That's old.
I know regenerative braking is old, but it's coming up as a thing on electric cars. Some electric cars have regenerative braking, and what's happening? I mean, it won't happen to you because you're a sensible sapper and all the rest of it. But what's happening is, when you lift your foot off the accelerator, the car it brakes. You know, like on a normal car, you lift your foot off the accelerator, and you basically stop adding power. So you're depending on terrain, whatever. You'll slow down. I mean, that's the first stage of braking, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what's happening with these is you're lifting your foot off the accelerator, and it's braking. So you get a braking moment, so you feel it, and there's been a lot of several cases of people then wanting to brake, say they're coming into park, and hitting the accelerator because I've just lifted the foot off the accelerator. It's braking, so they hit the accelerator, and because it's electric, you get instant power smack. There's one guy went through a building, his next door neighbour's house.
Yow.
Another.
It's going to be a different one because you're not producing power an engine, then that goes through the powertrain, blah blah blah. But then you just put your foot down. It's like
Driving a
turning.
Dodge car.
That's all you're doing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's straight. And
Yeah, it's like driving a Skeletrix car or a Dodge. Yeah. But
Right then, let's quickly go around and see what people have done because we're over the hour.
Ooh.
Right, start with Mal. What you managed to get?
not a lot, but I have glued the elevator back on Mustang, which I knocked off. I have glued the props into the spinner for the IR A81.
Woo.
So that's moved on. I have given a wash to the wheels for the IAR 81C. So they're looking tad worn and better. I've given another wash to the undercarriage legs and some other bits. And I finally got around to painting steel on the skid. It doesn't have a tail wheel, it has a tail skid. But I didn't have steel, so I've made it up from 2 thin coats Mithril Blade and 2 thin coats Death Reaper, and it makes a nice steel colour.
Cool.
That's cool. I have gone through. I was going through this to start with, and I found another couple of decals for that. So that's good. What else have I done? Nothing. I've added a bit of wash on the IR81, see, and some more of the undercarriage, but yeah. So I've done little bits, but moved stuff on, so that's cool.
Cool.
Oh yes, and
okay.
And I've finally weeded this. I've got another one here. Oh, just ripped it. Shit. And of course, you know what they're for.
Yeah. Nice.
So I need to be painting that Panther sometime soon.
Cool. Thank you very much for that, Mal. And little old lady, what have you got done?
I've done the base dried mud on this MP3. Yeah. Lots of mud at the back because it's been towed, and lots of splattery mud. So yeah, there was 2 coats put on that just to thicken it up. It's obviously you gotta let it dry. Then I'll do a dusty coat on that one because that's going to have a big Ukrainian flag draped across it. And that'll be the centerpiece of the 3-vehicle diorama.
Nice.
Yes, hopefully. Only about that big, about that size. That's why I was looking for the figures earlier. I don't need to do them. Just Ukrainian figures. Just a couple of bods stood around, and they had a nice little pack of them, but they're not on the website. I don't know why. The Ukrainian page, when you open it up, goes never 404. Well, you don't open it up. So there, but I've been looking for decals for that. See if I can get something different from the decal sheet that comes with it, just to make it different to other people's. So I'm going to find one that's fairly innocuous and maybe even paint them on.
Cool.
I know, a message. There you go then. To you.
Thank you. And to me,
To you.
all I've done with this one is popped that cabling all the way across on that part. I have done the panel liner on that. That needs to clean up. and biggest bit of progress is that. That's should be fairly well locked in place. So bit of a pain test fitting. It says do all this section first, so I'm doing all this section first. But I thought, okay, we'll get it locked in place, allow them to go off in the right places. So it says those two should be glued together, but when they're sat in there, they're not. But got them in, and then very, very gently slid them off, and the bloody things in there stuck in place. They're broken off in there. So flatten that down, flatten that one down, flatten those two down, and then that gives me a larger area to glue. So everything's in the right place to go in. So I'm just going to leave that now for everything to go off. And then I will put the whole lot of this together, and that'll be that section done. Model 2 of 8 done.
Wow. Brilliant.
So yeah, it's coming along a lot quicker than I expected. So yeah, quite happy with how it's going.
You have it ready for Telford 2027 then?
Oh no, 2028.
Yeah, I was being optimistic.
Look forward to seeing it if I live that long.
Cool. Right then, gents, if you'd like to say your batty ties.
Toodaloo.
Goodbye.
Stay safe, keep modelling, and from a 26-degree shed. Bye.
Yes.